this is two technical terms, all right? But interestingly, I think I won't think that they are independent concept. Okay, I don't think they're independent concept. So it's a question of which angle you're coming from. So if I use the legal meaning of being nationalistic, it's normally connected with self-determination. Okay, with self-determination, meaning should we become a country? Should we become an independent country? Okay, that is the concept connected with nationalism, right? So of course, before Hari Malaysia, we celebrated Hari Merdeka. Okay? So when we said Hari Merdeka, that is a reflection of nationalism, right? Over there, we said we should be our own country. Okay, so that reflects nationalism, being one country. Okay, yeah. We have an interesting concept. I'm wearing a shirt I bought in Kuching Airport after our national conference in Cebu some years ago. Okay, and I love this shirt. Okay, it's like, okay, if I have to wear a national costume, I'm going to wear this when I go out. It's my favorite shirt to go. I feel that Sarawak, Sabah, Peninsula are one country, right? And I want all of us to feel we are one country. Okay, so for Malaysia, there is that, shall I say question mark? Or shall I say there should be no such question mark, right? That we all feel we want to be one country. Okay, so that has to do with nationalism. Okay, now patriotism, can I put it simply in my view, patriotism means not only is I've chosen to be, this is my country, I love my country. I move it from just acknowledging this is my country to say, not only this is my country, I love my country. And of course, we can go one step further and say, I love my country to the extent that I would die for my country if the need arises to defend the values and what my country stands for. I love my country. I don't just acknowledge this is my country. I love my country.
Is patriotism Christian, especially in Christian living in the light of the New Testament?
It wasn't a focal point of the New Testament books that we have. So if the questioner is asking, give me explicit statements about God command us, love your country. Okay, I've not found such an explicit statement in the New Testament books, right? But I believe, for me, when I interpret the words and interpret the Gospels and the letters in the New Testament and Revelation as well, the apocalyptic literature, I find there is this identity of being part of a nation. It exists right to the end. As I said just now, nations are acknowledged in Revelation, right? So somehow, I don't know lah, whether we are holding a Malaysia flag in Revelation 7, but how come John could say, I saw people of many nations? Bukan warna kulit, right? I mean, right? So are we like our Olympic procession, you know, Olympics, we all hold our flag. I mean, are we holding that? Even if it's a remnant. Of course, those are people who say Malaysia belongs to God. We love God. The Malaysians who love God, right? That's why in Revelation 7, it says those in the white robes. We are all in white robe, but we belong to different nations, tribe, language, etc. So when I use that, right, then I say, yeah. Then when I think about those in Timothy, pray for those who rule, right? And in Romans 13, submit to the authorities because they are God's agents to ensure that there is kesejahteraan in your tanah air, right? They are God's agents to make sure they punish wrongdoing and they reward good so that the country can prosper. If those are the kinds of commands coming forth, to me, they must stem from this, or they're very close to me, to giving us this idea that loving our neighbor means loving our country. I'm not saying loving a country means love our country at other expense, rob from other country, go and conquer other country, right? So that we can become a better country, a richer. No, I'm talking about loving our country the way God wants our country to be blessed, right? Peace and prosperity is about how we follow God's ways. I'm not saying everyone in the country must be Christian, but we follow God's meaning of justice and righteousness. This is what we want for our country.